far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Second and 10.
Incomplete. He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So two incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
From every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
The Steelers could not do anything in their opening drive. The Browns are up. Let's see what they can do.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football.
319.
To throw is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Steelers first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Warren is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK. Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there.
Steelers strike first. Browns nothing, Steelers 6 extra point up and good. It's the Steelers 7, Browns nothing.
So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Sanders to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Cleveland.
On first down, here's Jenkins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's taken in. Isaiah Bond.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
It's fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The Browns are on the board. It is Steelers 7, Browns 3.
How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Warren will try to right side.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
And what in the world?
At the 34.
Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football.
319.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
Here's Warren.
It gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
58.
Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Thielen is complete.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Hi.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
What's up, Jessica? How are you?
They'll run it one. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now run with Warren. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Rodgers going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A 24-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. They were ready. But the defense has practiced these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The two owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boy, is my team well prepared, and the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Sanders.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Sanders.
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards.
36-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Let's go now.
To throw is Sanders.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
From the gun, it's Sanders.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Steelers
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the run, it's Warren. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Here now a third down and 8.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another Steelers first down.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First down.
On first down, Warren. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now it's second and 10. Now Sanders.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
A tough situation to overcome here. Third and 17.
Back to throw. Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Now Austin. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Short throw to Smith. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Sanders. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. That is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. And his kick here is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything.
Steelers 76.
To the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Chris Boswell.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because
starting the third quarter, Browns 6, Steelers 7 up by 1.
An inside run with Jenkins.
And some room to work. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Open man is Bond. He's got a
short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Now Rodgers. He's got a man complete.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Steelers first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read.
And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
They go play action now. Sanders on the arc.
As Sanders has it pumped free. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Here's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Gainwell
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Green 18!
Gainwell again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Adam Thielen, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator. Got to give him credit. Found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And the football going back over down to the Cleveland Browns. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his.
Steelers strike 1st and the 3rd. Browns 6, Steelers 13 as they missed an extra point.
Trying to complete passes.
Pass caught by Fannin.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing, Sanders. He's got a man. That's Bond. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Browns.
A give up the middle, Jenkins.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football.
Sanders to throw. Open man, that's Tillman.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before... He's out of bounds.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Jenkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie things up at 13. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, their home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Schlesinger on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 21-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go.
Warren.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. 13-all our score as we start quarter number 4.
258.
They'll run on first down. It's Warren. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
319.
They'll keep it on the ground. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
258.
Now Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
319.
Rodgers going to throw. It's caught. Smith. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
3rd and goal.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And he'll try and throw here on the fake.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Browns' drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Here's Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Alex Highsmith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Sanders from his own end zone.
Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there.
This game is tied. Browns, Steelers, 13 out.
So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Johnson to return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive.
Browns get a safety. Now it's Browns 13, Steelers 15.
One score game. 1st and 10 here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Now inside the 25. DK Metcalf.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. Hit. Gravity Lions.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now 2nd.
Brown 13, Steelers 23 as they went for a 2-point conversion and got it.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Browns.
From the gun, it's Shador. He'll get this complete to Tillman.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
Sanders. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
12 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Proper switch.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Setting up a screen for Judkins.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 18-yard line.
319!
Throwing is Rodgers. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Blue 58!
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And that is incomplete.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things. And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Sanders.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Sanders.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Steelers 23, Browns 16. As the Browns went for a field goal and got it.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 1.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
What a good game for the Steelers as they beat the Browns 23-16. Remember to like, subscribe, keep comments appropriate and respectful.